Everybody switch, just that way you at. I'd rather shoot you in the face before I stab you in the back.
Welcome to another episode of the Str8 Factz Podcast, where we speak straight facts, nothing but the facts. So don't make us fact check that. And today, I got a special guest. I'm gonna allow her to introduce herself.
Hi, as Sparkle Lady, also known as the dating socialite that's just out here trying to bring people together.
Yeah.
And you probably know me mainly from karaoke, over at the stage, and getting into hosting and motivational speaking. And now I'm diving into the dating world and hopefully one day become a matchmaker. That's about it. Me in a nutshell.
Yeah. And you pretty much touched everything that, well, not everything, but some of the things that I was gonna touch on. So we could start let's start with your business, because all your we're gonna start with the cleaning service. Let's start with that. And you say the Sparkle Lady.
Yeah, so I consider myself the Sparkle Lady. That's how everybody knows me.
Yeah.
I'm a Sparkle Lady Clothes. I'll be celebrating my 6-year anniversary this October.
Okay.
And, the reason I got into it was really flexible mom. I wanted to get rich.
Yeah.
It was just a own schedule to be a mommy.
Yeah. So I know here in California where I'm at, I know that's a very, very popular business. You know what I'm saying? So like how is business like that for us, like in your area, the 337? That's
so I really believe the fact that I'm very successful is really my personality and the way that I tackle it. So COVID launched my business. I became a 6-figure business because of COVID. And while everybody was folding and, people were shutting down their businesses, closing because nobody knew what to do, because I'm a single parent, I didn't let it stop me because I had no other choice. I didn't have any savings. I didn't have, baby daddy wasn't taking care of anything, and I didn't have a husband. So when everybody was folding, I was out here making posts, talking about some COVID ain't got nothing on me, and people was like, I need to get with the Sparkle Lady because she's the only one that I know that's out here cleaning. And my business grew it grew like overnight. It shut down and then it grew overnight to where I had to hire people. I had 10 women working for me. My business was making like 30 grand a month. Like I was living a rich bitch life. And then when they sending out them stimulus checks and give everybody then people quit. It changed the whole culture of the work. So now it's just me mainly, and I have about 2-3 other girls that are like what they call PRN. They come in whenever they need to make some money. Okay. But nobody is gonna outwork me, so I do what I got to do to make the money. So I'm still a 6-figure business. I'm just figuring it.
Yeah. Okay, that's dope, man. That's dope. Say doing that, I like and not to put your customers out there, but what's some the nastiest shit you've seen cleaning up?
Oh, let's see, the top 3. We did a hoarder's house. So what you see on TV, hoarders, that's real. And people that are successful or have a lot of money,
right?
With a deep depression, and then they just hold on to things.
Right.
They're not just holding on to things, they've had these things for a very long time, and people don't understand everything has an expiration date. Right. So you that are turning into sand almost. That's how much they hold them. And so because of that, when you start moving things, you'll start um, seeing things that have like spills that have been there for a long time. And when you start mopping it up, it's almost like death. Like it
Yeah.
smells bad.
Yeah.
Also did a lady's house where their mom, I think she went into a depression because of the husband,
Yeah.
and she had all over. And when I was there quoting, they had the dead mice like on the traps. And I
Yeah.
went, the daughter yells out and says, there's a mice still in the kitchen, like running around.
Oh my
And
God.
y'all have to get that under control, and then we'll come in here and clean. So cleaned. There still was one mouse somewhere, but I wasn't worried
Right.
about it. House, we had to throw everything away. And in her refrigerator, she had probably about 1,000 dead gnats in the refrigerator. And man, look,
Man,
I'm still
that's
alive.
wild. Not to cut you off, that's wild. That's wild because I do pest control. So I know, like I know
yes,
the conditions, like
yeah. And so I'm not, even though I clean, the main thing that I have an issue with is smells. I just cannot get past smells. So if I
yeah,
smell something, like if I smell people, I
yeah,
can't stand them. My sense of smell is very sensitive now. So I can tell when women on their periods. I
right.
can tell you cleaning yourself well. I can smell weed a mile away. Like I can smell everything. So if I smell trash, I'm in there gagging. No
Yeah.
matter
Oh,
who, I can clean up blood, urine, all that. It doesn't really bother me. But the trash, like rotting.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and that's back to the pest. Like that's the main thing. When I be going to these houses or just places that have pets, it's like clean up. That's the ultimate thing for pests. Like now, unless you have like, I'm sure with the mice situation, I'm sure they had to get some exclusion where they had to get some holes patched up, and you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's
yeah.
definitely
So that's a given. But once you do that and you get it under control, then that's, I mean, to keep it clean is the only thing for really, like, for pests, But nah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, I'm like you. I got a sensitive nose. Like smells, I'm like, oh no, like I'm out of there. Like I can't do it. Like if it's gonna make me gag and like about the, like, nah, you can, when you can tolerate a smell,
right.
and yeah, when they get like that, nah, I'm out of there. But
Yeah,
that's dope, man. That's dope.
that's another fan. You can even smell like young boys' rooms
Yeah.
bussing up in
No,
there. Oh my
no.
God. I smell. I be like, oh.
See, see, you kind of right, because like again, and I deal with a lot of homes, so I know I go in the rooms, and even the moms be like, excuse his room,
He
just
up in
and,
science projects.
like I was once his age, man. I don't
Right.
just you know what I'm saying. And again, I know how pests work. Like I said, if you got holes and cracks in your house and shit, pests gonna come in. No, whether you're
Right.
clean or dirty, they're gonna come.
Right. Yeah.
So but nah, that's dope that enjoy seeing they love people like
Oh yeah.
you. Need
You know
more
what's
people
funny?
like me.
I don't really enjoy cleaning. I think it's more of like I think it's more of like the transformation process.
Okay, right,
And
okay.
cool. Now I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to clean those toilets today.
Right, no, right.
But let me tell you, and anybody can relate to this.
Yeah.
The being able to make your own money and
Right.
people, that is what keeps me going. Like I love
Yeah.
to go walk around I already have a price in my head, of what I'm charging you. I'm the expert. Because before, I remember when I started, I wasn't, and I was desperate. So I was letting people tell me what they were going to pay me or tell me what to do. And I was thinking about it today because I remember this one client I had. She was an older white lady. Oh man, the way she used to treat me, and I'm thinking back on it. She used to pay me $100 to clean her house, but she wanted me to be there for 4 hours because in her mind, she paying me $25 an hour, which for people, oh, you was making $25, right? But when you're a house cleaner, that's low.
That's long though, right?
Huh?
That's long, right?
Yeah, and being in a house for 4 hours, that's too long. You
Yeah,
should
no, yeah.
hours, maybe three at the most. You trying to like get in and get out. And I remember because I kept cleaning her house, I got quick. And I think one time I left at like 3.5 hours and she clocked me. And she said, whenever you finish, you should find something else to do. Oh, baby, look, you could
Oh, she
never talk.
thought. Oh, she thought.
You can never, like, but the clients that I have now, I mean, they don't do anything. I think sometimes they be scared to telling me stuff, so I have to go and, hey, you all right? They be scared, but I
Right.
don't run into those type of clients anymore. They're if anything, they're so excited that I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'm popular book, so they always see Sparkle Lady. I've had
Yeah.
sometimes out when I go there, they're like, "Oh my God, I saw your video, and you're here. I'm gonna call my friends and let them know the Sparkle Lady was here." And so I had to take a back seat because when my people quit, I mean, the load is a lot, and physically you
Right.
can only. And so, and I went through personal things, so I took a hiatus from advertising, but because I've been in the game so long, my business literally just runs off of word of mouth. And
Right.
so once, like now I'm making the transition of like, okay, I'm really gonna utilize social media because I'm just really good with it, with the videos and going
Yeah.
live brings me the business. It's not, sometimes it's a skill, when I show them a glass door from the
Right.
shower, like, baby, you clean that. That's what, they'll look at the
Right.
skill, but
Yeah.
everything is attitude and the culture that I've created on, like, we up in this house, we about to tear it down with the dust, and they.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. People, and that's what I learned. People, when you're doing a service at someone's home, their personal space, they want you to treat it like it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, and at least, and me as a customer, that's what I would. I mean, if you come in my house, I'm saying, do a service like that's, and of course, like you say, personality and the culture, they like that's they love that,
Right. So you say you live in California? That's where you're from?
No, I'm from New Orleans, and I moved to Lafayette
Oh,
after
okay.
Hurricane Katrina, and then I moved to California 6 years ago.
What part of California are you in?
Oakland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My grandmother lives, I think it's San Marcos.
Oh,
I think it's San Marcos.
that sound like that's close to LA somewhere. Closer to LA.
Not too far from Mexico.
Yeah, definitely close to LA.
My mother is Mexican, so the Mexican side stays in California, Mexico.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, man, it's so many Mexicans out here. Like I didn't notice, like, to really after a few years, I start moving around. Like they damn, they got a taco truck on every corner.
And let me tell you, Mexicans are you see them getting it, and you be like, damn, they for real doing it.
Bags, they be in there, dog. Like, nah, but yeah, man, I've been out here 6 years. It's all right, making it happen.
Yeah, it do.
Karaoke.
Oh my God, I love it.
Right. So, okay, you love it. You said that already.
Like I was karaoke tour.
Right. So, all right. That's what I was gonna say. Right. So, do you like host your own like karaoke's or like what you do?
So I've been told to do it. I don't know if you've been out here. There's a DJ named Big K. I don't know if you know Big K. His name is Jeremy, but he the guy, the karaoke guy, and he's been in the game 10 plus years. He has his own karaoke bar, the stage that's right off of Verat.
Okay.
And I had been going to his stuff, and he'd be like, look, if you ever want to host, you can use my place. You can get what's at the door. And at the time, I just was like, I'm good, I did on a couple of occasions host Cupid's karaoke.
Okay.
Over at the brass room, and I did very, very well. But the person that hosts it now, he's pretty much like locked in, so they don't anymore for whatever their own personal reasons, which is fine. I never really made like a big deal about it. Like it's not so much a passion of mine. Like hit me up and say, hey, at my club, because I've had some, club owners that are like, hey, if I do a karaoke night, can you come host it? And I'm like, yeah, but you got to have all the equipment. And so a lot of times people that host karaoke, they come with, their own equipment, DJ and all like that. And I'm not on that level. I'm like, I'd rather kind of just sing or just have me like show up, because that's not my have it all together.
Right.
I have a problem hosting it. I'm really good at it. I can host. I'm really and really participating. So
all right, man. We might have to put something together, man. I don't mind putting it together.
Yeah, and I am like, Jules, like I am known for that.
Yeah. No, definitely, man, definitely. Right. So okay, how did you? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. How did you? Because karaoke, I've never did karaoke ever. I would love to. Like I've just never really got around to the chat. Like, but I want to, but I never did, man. So how did you find the love for karaoke, or just got into karaoke like that to say, oh, I want to, like you said, you love it. So how did you find the love for it?
I'm really open. I'm very, very social and very open-minded to going to new spaces. Yeah. And I think it was either before I was a mom or I was like, she was a year old. But so it's probably about like 8-9 years ago. One of my friends that he sings. So a lot of singers, like people that, want to be discovered or, they got music out, they go to karaoke places. That's like practice for them. So if you ever go like to a karaoke night, majority of the people that do karaoke, they can sing. You're not getting a lot of them drunk. Like people think, oh my God, we're going to go there. Everybody drunk. No, it's probably like 75-80% of the people can actually perform and sing. And then you got the little bit that trinkle in that you're like, oh my God,
Yeah. Okay.
And, I like to sing and I like to be the center of attention. So I just tried it. Like, I'm not scared to try it. Right. And I just really, really good at it. And now do it like it's therapy for me. And so with Cupid's karaoke, I think that was my first time really putting like effort into, I'm going to do a whole performance. I'm going to find a man and I'm going to sing to him, or I'm going to do a little dance routine. And I started wireless mics. I started walking around and a lot of people would come up to me, be like, girl, you did that. And look, language is affirmations. You tell me something, I'm going to do it more and I'm going to run.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you want to go somewhere karaoke, for real, I will go with you and it's going to change your life. You're going to be like, it's a different culture. Like you're going to meet, fights are not going to break out. I've never been to a karaoke bar and a fight broke out.
Right. And that's like, I mean, that'll be odd. Like, come on, man. How you fight at a karaoke joint? Like, come on, bro. We're singing. Why you gonna
want to buy your drinks? Like, I'm telling you, everybody, you're gonna meet like like new family. I'm everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Any guarantee I meet about 2 to 3 people. We end up exchanging information and we're just lifers.
Yeah.
And
They have
karaoke in Baltimore. I met people. Did of course New Orleans. Where else I did? I don't know if I did in Dallas, but like I want to like literally go on the map and just okay, this is the karaoke spot and just make it like a tour and really document it.
man, you gotta come to Cali, man. We could do Oakland and LA.
I'm with look, and we might just get discovered. You know what I'm saying? They just be like, you know what? They the people we was looking for.
Definitely, cause so I do, on the other hand, I do the comedy shows. So
Oh,
I
okay.
got a few comedians like, and one that I really, well, all the comedians that I fuck with them all. They my brothers. But RJ got RJ Evans. He had went to we went to Cali. We had went to the not Cali, LA. We went to LA. We went to the Netflix as a joke fest. He found it. He was like, man, we gotta go to LA. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's my boy. So, people always say, man, plan out a trip, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, you may go, you may not go. But you know what I'm saying? I seen he was serious about his craft. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. He, booked this flight, booked this room, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. Meet you in LA. Got down there, you know what I'm saying? And man, we must have hit so many open mics, man. And I say all that to say is just like karaoke, I'm like I say, I just never just was like, all right, I'm gonna go do karaoke tonight, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure it's plenty out here. And again, that tour, man, like that'll be dope. That'll be dope. And it's not as hard as people, like you might mention it and say tour to someone and they may be, they may think, yeah, it's possible, but they may be like, man, that's hard. It's gonna be hard. Which, you can make anything happen. It's just on you to put the effort.
Right. You're right.
That tour though, you should definitely.
I'm definitely, and I know it would get like because who else? I haven't seen anybody do it, and as long as like karaoke's been around for forever, but it's just now getting recognition in the Black community. Just now, but it's only just a little bit. It's still not like a thing. I think people still have that idea of like, oh my God, karaoke, everybody drunk. But then when you go to places that you can tell them people go there for karaoke for the culture, man, it is lit. I went a couple weekends. We went to a Mexican restaurant and those people were swag surfing in there. And I was like, at the Mexican. Oh my God, like man, the DJ was nice. He was playing. I love a good DJ that's playing like old, new.
Come on, man. You gotta mix it up, man.
Oh, it was so good.
I hate when DJs just sit there and play fucking 90s and fucking 2000s hit lists. Like they let this, like, come on, bro. You playing 50 Cent on It's Your Birthday. Come on, bro. Why you playing that in like all the new songs they got out? You gonna play that?
Right.
Like I can understand if it's a request, somebody's birthday. Cool. But come on, man. That's in your playlist in 2024.
Yeah, this DJ, he was excellent. Really, really good. And he had that place. The women, I feel like if you have the women on the floor, on the chair, that's how you DJ.
That's all that matters. That's all. If you got the women, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters, man. That's one thing I can say about just anything. Women, they gonna do them and have fun and live life, and just on a support level, they gonna support. Like and some of my biggest supporters are women. I'm telling you, whatever they don't. How much? Look, no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? For like, support. Like if I do a comedy show and as soon as I drop the tickets, I might do VIP $100. I need 2, 3, and it's like they ain't, come on, man. They know the price already. you know,
Right.
and not just dudes, but dudes. It be some partners. They'll, you know what I'm saying, be like trying to get in with me. You know what I'm saying? Or try to slide your little half and like, come on, man. Like, you know, but I say all I have to say is women is gonna have fun. They gonna have fun.
You were the one that was on. Please forgive me. You were the one, the Southern Tea, that was on the red carpet.
Right. So I was gonna get to that. Yeah. That was our first time meeting. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So I was gonna get to that. Yeah. So that was our first time meeting. Yeah. Yep. So I might as well get to it now. So my boy, who I do the sports podcast with, Conflict of Sports, Courtney.
Yeah.
He always, you know, so Truth, you know, they got the FOH brand, and so he would just always say, man, my girl want to do a podcast. I should do a podcast. I always tell her she should do a podcast. And I think I want to say it was right before the awards or after the awards. I think I came followed you. I'm really not sure, but he was like, yeah, man, she be going live. You know, you should check out our lives. That's what he told me. So I you know, that's how I said, I think I can't follow you. And then awards, and then we met. Yeah, and so I was gonna get to the podcast too. I was gonna get to the, you know what I'm saying, to the podcast, but the live. Well, let's do the Southern Tea Awards. That was your first Southern Tea Awards?
Yes. And it was my first time with that dress.
Yeah, because on the red carpet, your boob kept coming out.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, you're supposed to have like the tape to this YOLO.
Yeah, yep. So what was your experience? How did you how did you like the awards?
Oh, I thought it was awesome. It's like one of those things, like, you know, people not supporting her, that's just that's hate. Because for her to put something on for people, also doing that for you. And
come on, man.
So some people told me, they're like, man, she's getting better and better every year. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't into that type of culture, like the entertainment world.
Right.
Now getting into it. So the people that I'm associating with now, I'm like moving into the entertainment world. Yeah. And like, man, I get it, because when you get to be you get to, like, there's no rules to being you. And even like getting to know her, just to respect me, and you know, because we're doing a podcast, like I'm on a podcast with her and Latoya, and we're going to be reading, telling people's dating experiences. They're going to send it to us to read it, and just letting people know, like, y'all not crazy, y'all going through it, the same thing. But just for her to reach out to me, I was hoping you were going to say yes. And I'm looking at her like, me, you know, like, I think she sees something in me that maybe I didn't see in myself at the time or whatever. Great time. I can't wait for next year. I'm already like, I know what I'm gonna wear. I'm sitting at a table. I am not doing regular. Like, it was nice. The whole idea, red carpet, people being interviewed and photographed, like nobody else did that.
Yeah, nah, for real, man. Shout out to Destiny, man. That's my dog. That's my sister, dog. And like, she just made me part of the family. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if at this point, as long as she's been doing it and the growth, if you don't like it or not into the entertainment world, cool, that's cool. But if you got something negative to say, that's just hate. Because, you feel me? Because it's an awesome event, and like you say, who else is doing that for y'all?
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, they don't even have an award. ceremony for the white people around here like that.
Come on, man. Like, so, but nah, man, I love it. Like, and the red carpet, that was my second time doing it. Actually,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? My second time. So, I was more comfortable this time.
Yeah, you did an excellent job.
The first time was, the first time doing something, it really, you do it and then it be all a blur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, I really took this being on the red carpet this year, really took it in like, okay, and definitely was comfortable. But nah, man, Southern Tea Awards is an excellent Black excellence event, man.
Right.
And
You did
I would fly down every year.
Yeah.
Just to go.
You made me feel important.
Nah, man, and again, I'm
viewing, and I was like, I feel a little famous.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. It's about love. We all here. We all here. Nobody. I don't care how many followers you got, man. We all in the same building right now together for the same reasons. So, like, yeah, this is get your shine on. Show your people, huh? Just show your people. Look, this is how we doing it.
Right.
But yeah, definitely, that definitely was me. I was gonna, say that was our first time meet. So we can get into the podcast since you already brought that up. I had that too. I think it's called the Ain't No Way podcast, something like that, right? I think I got it. Yeah, the Ain't No Way. I think so. I think I wait and look. I think so. When I read, that's what I read. There ain't no way. That's what I seen. I'm hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but we promoting it. That's what it said. But the podcast with Destiny and Latoya. What can we expect from that? Like you say, so you guys are gonna have guests on there, or just people just gonna basically email y'all, write y'all they problem.
Yeah, so it's emailing, writing, inboxing, how to contact, and just telling your story, because I think people are just talk about it. And it's for entertainment purposes as well.
Yeah.
They're not alone in the dating process. Yes, I'm assuming probably when it grows, but
yeah.
And sometimes I can't even tell all my stuff because you really, because y'all gonna,
Yeah. Now I'm gonna definitely bring. So when y'all, once y'all get it popping, get it going, I'm gonna definitely bring y'all back. We're gonna talk more about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know it's still fresh. I seen y'all, just posted not too long ago, but I still wanted to touch on it.
I'm show up. I don't know what we doing. I'm just showing up.
Yeah. You say dating. I seen you and Uncle Luck have the
Yes. Oh.
The Love of Burst dating show coming up.
Look, so it's not as easy. It's not as easy because in this area, because it originated from what I think Arizona. I know it's taking place like the Arizona, California area show. And it was Roger. So Roger is the one that's like the brains behind it. He was like, hey, we're putting your brain in. This is what we're doing. This is what's trending right now. This is popping. And Jewel needs to host it. And I'm like, look, y'all know, I know what I'm doing out here. Like, I'm the one that's actively dating and listening to people and doing my research. And so I know a lot about the show. And so I'm working with all these guys, and it's man, working with men is hard. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm like, this is what we gotta do. This is how you do it. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
But then you have to still move at their pace because they're the leaders, especially if it's their idea.
Yeah.
And they're very they're all pretty much old school. They're still emotional. They don't really keep up with what's trending, and they want to take their time. And I'm like, look, we got to get these people. You got to call this person and tell them why
Yeah.
you need them, because they're not going to react from just a post. They're
Right.
going to share, but people are scared of the unknown. Even though they
Hey.
seem, that's still not the South. Those are people in California, in Arizona area. That's the West Coast. That's a whole different culture. So they're going to judge off of what they see. And we don't even live that same life.
Yeah,
So
right.
people are a little bit on their own time in this area.
And when you say we don't even live that life, like that's real, because even on a dating scene, like we don't, in Louisiana, we don't date how other places date.
Oh.
Like, and I always say, I mean, I knew how to date, but I always say I learned how to date when I came to California. Like 6 years ago. Like that's when I learned how to like date and, you know, really get to know someone. And
Yeah, we don't do that down here.
it
We
may
like,
not work out. It may work out. It may work out to where, okay, we friends, and we can be friends to where we can be cordial. Or if it ain't nothing, then cool. Like, you know, you go your way, I go my way, and you know, whatever. But no, we don't date in Louisiana. It's always from what I know, it's you meet somebody, if y'all vibing, y'all talking, and y'all a couple.
Right. Right. So so we have women signing up. We don't have a lot of men. And so I'm reaching out to these single men, and they're like, well, you know, I'm more traditional. And I'm like, and how's that working for you? You're still single.
Right. And what they don't get is like this ain't saying, oh, you're gonna meet the love of your life, or it like live a little bit. Live a little bit.
On the show participation.
Live a little bit.
Oh my God. But y'all do all our social media. Y'all want to say, oh, the women do this. Oh, I'm in the inbox. Oh, hey, I need participation. Oh, I'm shy. You saw that on social media the other day. Oh my God. Move on. I might have to tell my old hoes and say, hey, I need you to do me
I need a favor, man.
favor. Look.
It's just for participation.
I need you to come on the show. I bet you they're gonna come do it.
It's just for participation, man. Pull up, man. I look. Nope.
Right now, I'll be like, who can I hit up? I said,
for real, man.
On and I was like, look, hey, I need you to come. I'm hosting this. I'm throwing some cute girls in there. Okay, I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah, right.
Because they called me. Uncle called me. He said, Jewel, I need you to call some guys. I said, man, I called them the niggas that want me. They could be like, but I want you. Look, I just need you to come. I'm gonna be there.
For real.
Y'all killing me. Lord, we got only 5 people. Man.
Like, and I'm glad I really got the experience, like, you know, really like to date, and I really.
But you've been doing it all wrong.
Huh? I
bet when you came out there, you realized you've been doing it all wrong.
All wrong. Even when I go back home, and not that I try to date anyone back home, but just even when I talk to people or just see things, I be like, see posters, and I'll be like, why you think like that? Like, I'll be like, damn, why? Like, I'll be like, you ain't even like.
Let me tell you what I noticed.
Your relationships be the same thing. Like, from what I see, on my social media, Facebook, what I see constantly, people constantly getting pregnant by the same person they don't really like, or every boyfriend, because there ain't no engagement and marriage going on. They get together, have a kid, and then it's just, on to the next. Or get married, next 6 months, divorce. Married again. It's like, what? Like, huh? Like, this ain't no play world. Like, this is real life.
Real life.
This real life. And that's one thing I learned. Like, we don't well, me, and I can only speak for me. All the relationships for us, like I had back home, like I said, it wasn't a really got to know the person.
Yeah.
You know, and again, being young, not knowing life, and being young. So definitely, man. Fellas, live a little bit, man. Sign up for the game show, man. Get on there, man.
I'm calling everybody. I'm going down
For
my list.
participation, man. Who knows though? Who knows, man? Who knows? You might, because there's gonna be some singles in there. So who knows? You might run into, man. Like,
yeah, and there's a lot of uncharted singles in this area. There's a lot. And I'm like, but people are just scared to go out and meet people. You know, me, I'm not scared to meet anybody. I'm problem with that.
This was I can't say what you think. What you think about for as as a guy, for as what I see, like when only in a club scene really, like, you know what I'm saying, you can really like get a woman number, you know what I'm saying, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, we met in the club. But traditionally, like, I feel like these days you can't meet women like out or just seeing, and of course, dudes do be aggressive and shit in the club too. But I'm saying, for us, like, at a store, you might see somebody in a store, you try to holler at them, and like, I feel like chicks don't give dudes the time of the day. And
no,
do you feel like that, or have you seen that, or what you think that can be from?
the whole culture has changed. We don't even know how to interact with each other in person,
right?
Because I don't know how old are you?
35.
Okay, so you were back in the day when Facebook, when we was in the club, Facebook just started coming out. But you remember being back in the club, we didn't have our phones and being on the phone.
Right. Yeah. Facebook was for college people at first.
Really. Yeah, we interacted. I was telling my homegirl the other day. I said I miss my 20s because back in my 20s, when I was going to UL, I even remember getting ghosted. I never was ghosted.
Oh man, that's the that I don't understand. That is, to me, that is the weirdest shit ever.
I was in almost like committed relationship. You can be a guy, you can have a one night stand. I promise you, he gonna come back the next day. Then he gonna say, "Hey, I'm going to my family reunion. You want to come?" It was not no like judgment, because we didn't have our world to judge. We just was in this area, everybody doing the same thing. Nobody's being judged. But then as soon as we get in our 30s and social media is now the standard, that's not even realistic, people don't even know how to interact in person.
Yeah, fact, man. Motherfucker will be friends with you on social media, then see you in public and act like they don't know you.
Or act like that. Now I'm gonna say this. If I don't talk to you because I don't recognize you, look different.
And I can totally agree for us, like, not recognize it. But when a motherfucker be
act like they don't know you, what's having a whole conversation in your inbox?
And that's all I'm saying. Like, so, and that I find that's weird. Like, don't, like, we was in that, and you ain't gotta be running up or just, however, but
you don't act like you know me.
Yeah, you feel me? Nah, for real. But social media, man, did definitely change like for us today. But yeah, man, I just feel like, I see it a lot. Like, dudes be hollering at women, though. Like I said, just regular in the store, just out. I just feel like, everyone is always or don't say nothing, ignore them, and I can understand. I got a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully, cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Now some dudes would be like, shit, I don't care, just whatever. But again, that don't speak for the men, the entirety of the men, like, but so yeah, that's.
Yeah.
What's the worst date you ever been on?
The worst date. Worst date. I can't really like all my dates are pretty good. If you want to talk about like I can tell you a bad link up.
Okay. Oh, okay. I mean
that kind of counts. Like, so I don't do this anymore, but I used to. If you meet somebody online and you want to meet them in person. And obviously if it's online, most of the time they don't live local. Now, I've done that with somebody in Mississippi, but I him because I used to live in Mississippi. So he went to the same school I went to. So we had mutual friends. So I knew him. And he was very handsome, and I like went to Biloxi. That's where he lived, right? And I know better. Like, Jewel, you gotta have like a backup plan, which I did. If something happened, I had people that live in I had somewhere to go. And he was very like, yeah, come see me. You can, we can spend the weekend, but he had to work that weekend. And he works at he works at a shoe store. So I was like, cool, when I went to meet him, and I don't want to talk too bad about him, but he was not what I expected, like in person versus over like the phone.
Yeah.
Like why are you talking like that? I remember you talking like that on the phone. It's kind of weird, He still looked the same, but he was very attached to me. And told me, I'm the type, if I'm coming through, we doing something. I'm not coming to sit on no couch.
Right.
So I'm not, if I don't want to do nothing, I ain't coming over.
Right. Yeah.
We barely didn't do anything. Like barely did anything. So I'm frustrated. I'm like, my nigga, I just drove 3-4 hours. Like, what is we doing?
Right.
So frustrated. And then I'm like, well, it was the first night. Maybe he was just like,
nah, okay. I don't know. Like you said, I don't know. Come on, man. Woman just drove from here to here, and I mean, look how you. Come on, man. What?
I'm trying to be optimistic. So he goes to work, and I end up entertaining him the whole day. I go by his job because we went to go have lunch.
Right.
And it was cool. Everything was cool. And I'm like, okay, this the night. This is going down. It's going down. Okay. So he was getting off work about 6 or 7 o'clock. And this nigga texted me and said, hey, my mom's supposed to be coming in town with my son. His son's 2 hours away. And I think his son's 15 or 16. Your son ain't trying to see you. Your son don't know about you like that. And I was like, what? So I'm talking to my best friend that live in New Orleans. And I'm text me this. What does this mean? He said, oh, he kicking you out. I said, no, he not. Not me. Not me. He said, he kicking you out, friend. Hell no. No, he is not kicking me out. Maybe he want me to meet his mama. He said he don't want you to meet you out. He said, look, when he get home, keep me updated. I'm gonna check back with you. That nigga comes home and starts packing his stuff. And I said, what are you doing? Well, I'm just gonna go meet my mom instead of her coming all the way. What?
What?
I drove all the way here to Biloxi. What are you talking about? It was so I couldn't believe it. I've never got kicked out. And the nerve of you, and I ain't got none of you kicking me out.
Right.
I was like, I said, no, you know what? I can leave. This nigga helps me back.
Say that boy cool, man. That boy cool.
I was like, this some hoe shit. This is some hoe shit.
Yeah.
I'm so embarrassed. So I end up calling my friend that stayed in New Orleans. He stayed in Metairie. And he said, "Man, come on, I got you. You can." And I ended up having my night ended up so great,
Right.
but that was so traumatic. And I
Yeah.
was, I'll never do that again. I'm never gonna
Right.
do that again.
Yeah. See, and that's the shit you see, you know, and like you said, you went through it, but that's the shit, you know, people see on movies and don't imagine that it can happen, or you know, until it happened. But he could have been more transparent. Even if he already had that plan, he could have told you before you came, like, hey, look, you can come tonight, whatever, stay tomorrow, and then my mom and them gonna come, and I'm gonna go meet them, or they're gonna come here. But I got plans already. Like, he could have been, you know, more transparent instead of just, you know. And then he ain't even smash. Like, he could have, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know.
I did my coochie a lot. He was like obsessed with doing that. It was
I don't know, man. Yeah, damn. Well, I mean, at least you know, at least you had a friend, you know, a real friend.
right.
You know, at
Right.
least you had a real friend, man. You know.
Going to the bar, drinking and dancing and having a good time. But still,
Yeah.
man, people really are out here just like bamboozling you.
How long you been single?
You said what?
How long you been single?
Too long.
Uh-huh.
I've been I hadn't been in a committed long-term relationship since my child's father. And that was like on and off.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew who he was. Anthony Alexander, Mr. Miyagi.
Who?
He was a photographer. He
The
did
cameraman.
photography.
Yeah, Miyagi. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my favorite.
Okay. Nah, man, Miyagi did our house parties, man. He was doing right before I came to Cali. We was doing house parties, and he came in and filmed, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
So when he passed, that's when I just was like, I
Right.
took a
Right. And then also too, man, it's like you say, man, this dating world, man, is like, man, got pee in it, little pee in it or something, man. It's like,
and
I
you know
don't
what?
know, man.
I don't understand why people are doing. It's like, man, first of all, hear the story
And
friends go through. The guys and the women out here, I really be thinking they're lying. I'm like, you have to be lying to me because there's no way. And they're
yeah,
like,
man.
most of the women asking for money up front.
Oh man,
They,
oh my God.
they complaining about what you're doing for them. This date ain't good enough. You need to
Like,
spoil more. And I'm like, what? Since when? And these are women.
since the internet, since the internet,
Oh my.
since the
And this,
internet.
you know what
They
it
think,
is? Too good to be true. And then they be, oh no, I can't. Jewel lying. And I'm like, I'm just trying to cuddle. Can we cuddle? Like,
see, man, like, and I find like, and I was just telling my homeboy that I was like, everybody need help. No, like
mhm.
this world we live in, like it's just the world we live in. Like no one when we was kids, I, I know like my mom made it like to where life was easy. I didn't know what the real world was till I got into the real world and start like living. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this world is as an adult, you can't miss. You have to stay focused.
Yes.
And it be wild to me is like so many grown adults that know and able and can, they just want the easy way out.
Yeah.
Like,
and then like the expectations women have on men. Everybody, I was telling I was talking to Rel the other day, and we was talking about how people yelling 6-figure nigga. And I'm like, have you ever seen 6 figures in the bank? Do you know anybody that they can pull up their statement right now? Because I don't even think my daddy can do that. And my daddy is retired from the Marine Corps. He is a realtor. I want to believe, I think their house is paid off, their cars are paid off. They live financially good, but my daddy don't have 6 figures in the bank like that. He got a great credit. But do you know how long it took him to get that credit score?
They don't even have that. Let's start there.
Right.
Let's start there. That credit, they credit burnt.
What is it? Chime? What is it called? Use Cash App. You don't even have a real bank account. But you want to know. Look, I don't like lazy men.
Yeah.
I like lazy people.
Yeah.
People. I should not be working harder than you. Now, for me, I've fault myself for this because I've dealt with different types of men talking to, and I remember with Anthony, like I regret how hard I was on him when I had Olivia. Like now, everything that I know now, and me expecting him, you should be making this amount of money. You should be this type of daddy. I ain't had no business doing that because I was a first-time parent too. Yeah. Why did you have the experience from? If I would have, if I agreed to have a child with you, I should have agreed to build with you too. Yeah. Because we both did this. But instead, because he wasn't on the type of time I was on, I kicked him to the curb. Yeah. And I regret it. Because I'm like, why did I do that? When it really matters, the emotional, the mental of you guys being in a healthy space so money can be made. Because if it's toxic, how money going to be made?
Right.
You stressed out. You can't even keep a job, or you know, whatever the reasons are. I wasn't better than him financially.
Yeah.
So I try not to have these large expectations because a lot of them, especially if you're in your 30s, you're still building. You're still trying to figure out who you are. You're in the building phase. You might have this job and you're like, okay, I got this job, but man, I'm not making the money I need to make because I got to take care of my. So you in between trying to get another job. So it looked like hunting, and then you got this vehicle that it might be a hoopty, but guess what? It's paid off, and I ain't got to worry about my heart. And then people now judge. Oh, you living with your mom? I say, shit. I wish I could live with my parents, but I can't. My nerves. You know how expensive it is to live by yourself.
Rent alone. That's the rent alone. To have like
toe in an eyeball.
No one like I said again. Our parents didn't tell us like you know they would tell us, but they didn't really like show that look. This what it takes to take care of a household. Like
I'm still trying to figure it out.
You feel me? Like what? I was like, this can't be the same adulthood my mom was living in. This can't, you know. But again, is that's the whole blessing of life, man. We get to learn and experience, and I think more men definitely should be more open to dating, like dating open. And I ain't saying go ahead and spill your heart out to every woman you meet, but there's some good people in this world.
I agree with that. Men should be more open to dating, because sometimes whatever their missing puzzle is, you might get that missing piece from a woman, a good woman, because good women like that know how to get it out the mud and know how to make things shake. There is nothing wrong with you getting help from her.
Right.
Some men put all this pressure on themselves. I gotta do everything, but then you complain about the world being on your shoulders. Well, nobody told you to put the world on your shoulders.
Right.
I do expect you to carry most of the load only because you're the man, you're stronger. but I don't expect you to carry your world and mine. I'm responsible for my world.
Yeah.
All the way together, because you're never going to be together. Like you only change when you interact with someone else. And so I see a lot of single guys that are great guys, and they don't understand, like, even if you just having sex with somebody, you're doing more damage than you are anything else, because you're doing that
Right.
spiritual, emotional, physical connection.
Yeah. 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 No, and especially if you continuously having sex like that, like obviously there's some type of connection. It ain't just no,
Like,
you know.
making more chaos in your world than you are peace by messing with a lot of. Get
Facts.
to, you gotta wait 90 days, however you want to wait, that's on y'all. It don't matter. It don't matter to me. But being intentional with who you're talking to,
Yeah.
and people that got a plan on their life. It doesn't have to be a great plan, but if I ask you, so what you got going on? I don't want to hear, I don't know. Well, okay. I'm not gonna talk to you. I don't talk to people that they don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Taking it day by day. Oh man, nah. I'm good. Taking it day by day, sir. No. You better come up with something. I was talking to somebody, one of my old flames today, and I just called him and I was like, man, look, I'm having a hard time out here. I'm learning a lot of lessons about myself. Like these standards, this checklist I had, get rid of it. Get rid of that checklist, because
Yeah.
you up for a dream. And let me tell, and women will say, girl, I wrote my list down and I'm pretty good about it. Girl, bye. No, not, don't do that. Don't do that, because you can make anything seem like gold if you got comfortable. This whole write a list and pray about it, and then the person came next week. Girl, he was gonna come anyway, even if you didn't pray about it.
Facts. He was coming. It was gonna happen.
You knew he was gonna be there, girl. Stop that. But being intentional with people, and really just being upfront and honest, showing up the first time so people can know you, even if it looks ugly. And when I called him, I was like, man, like, why it didn't work out with us? And he said, the issue I had with you was your communication. It was more one-sided, and you only wanted to communicate when it benefited you. And then when you got tired, or I felt like you was annoyed, you just cut me off. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I did do that. Like, why did I do that? Because I didn't know how to date him. I was doing, okay, now you're mine. Why are you not calling me back? I didn't get to know him. And I was like, we never gave this a chance, like, to really get to know each other. We know that there's a connection, though, because we felt it when we first stepped in each other's presence. That connection you get from someone that you're like, okay. And we vibe very well, but we've always done just surface level thinking, but depth result.
Yeah, that like that conversation, that communication. That's what I was gonna say for as my biggest thing, like just with meeting people, just communication, man. And honestly, I learned that on my last relationship. Shout out Moon Baby.
What'd you say?
I said shout out Moon Baby. That's her name. That's what I call her.
That's your baby right now?
No, Moon Baby. That's what I call her.
This is an ex?
Yeah. So that's I wouldn't call her ex. That's my dog. Cause again, same way we met, we got together, and we built this relationship. And the breakup wasn't a toxic breakup. It was us two adult decisions. To she in med school, and
at school.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect, and she ain't perfect, and just us again, not dating, not getting to know each other, getting together, and just not dating, man, and not get, but through the whole relationship, we was able to connect and vibe and really get to know each other through that. And again, come to the decision like, hey, and this may hinder like me from ever been in a relationship, which I don't care. And we always joke about like we always joke like, hey, like what if you meet somebody and they tell you, or you can't talk to me no more. And we always say, well, shit, we ain't gotta talk to them to buy. So we just always say that no matter what, we gonna always be in each other's life. Like that's just the bond that we built, for
Right.
us. At the end of the day, like again, you say when you meet a woman that's, get it out the mud and, hold her own and, what I'm saying, be there for you no matter whether you ask or not, what I'm saying? And as a man, that's what we need to, like to open up and be able to let it out. And man, she be 28 this year. She'll, a little younger than me, but she taught me like so much just about, communicate. Like I don't, and again, I'm working on it. I don't have to, as far as, if a disagreement go on, I don't have to get loud, get aggressive, feel like I'm a man, and what I'm saying, just naturally loud. But again, when you can sit and think like, okay, I don't have to react like that with you.
Right.
You feel me? And at the end of the day, nothing wrong with realizing like, hey, my bad. Like I didn't have to react like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just learning like that, and again, but again, I'm learning. So definitely, man, I think all men just need, whether, is a, relationship committed where y'all, together forever, whatever, however y'all living. Again, man, it's just about that communication with one another and that bond, man. So and again, she in med school, you know what I'm saying? So and she taking a year off. She about to go to Boston. She got into Harvard to get a master's, you know what I'm saying? So she's gonna take a year off and then come back, and then she's gonna be in residency. So it's a lot with that too. So I support a 100. Like go, like whatever, go finish school, go be a doctor, like go. Like I'm whether I'm not actively dating to where like, oh, I want to meet someone else, and that if it happened, like you gonna know, like you're gonna be communicating. But again, it's like it's the bond that we built to where, like I say, I feel like that. I'm like, that's my dog. Like no matter what, that whether we have sex or not, because I can vibe with it. Like we can go out and just chill and laugh at people and what I'm saying, take trips and what I'm saying, and just vibe naturally. What I'm saying? So it's like, again, we're able to build these relationships that, it don't, again, at the end, it was a post you made and I was reading it, and then at the end, what stood out to me the most is say, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, we'll figure it out. Like, it's not gonna just, we'll figure it out. That's just it,
and you gotta, men or women, you gotta get with somebody that understands and wants the same thing you do.
Yeah.
Work with someone that doesn't want to be in a relationship and they tell you that.
Yeah.
You're not going to change their mind. You want somebody who understands the importance of it.
Yeah.
I am not ashamed to say I need a man in order to the next level of my life and to achieve whatever God has for me. He don't have it as a single woman, nor a single man. So, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to be with any man though, because it just has to make sense. And, just some people I've connected and some I've maybe connected on a friendship level and it shouldn't have gone past that. Like when I was like, oh, I'm going through a heartbreak. Oh, it was in
Yeah.
my morning. And I was in my feelings because I knew better. I was more disappointed in myself because this person was not, they caused confusion for me.
Yeah.
It, okay, we're going to get to know each other. I'm going to date you right. And then somewhere in there, he changed his mind, but he didn't let me know.
Right.
Doing this, feeding me, pulling me, feeding me. And I saw him doing it. I seen it
Yeah.
because I'm in my head. I just got to get past this hurdle because I'm competitive. That's my problem. I'm competitive. So to me,
Yeah.
this is get past this hurdle because he's trying to figure it out. Man, look, I don't need now nigga to figure nothing out with me. They should know when they around me. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm
Yeah.
not saying your wife, but you shouldn't have to be testing me or figuring it
Right.
out. There's some guys I meet that be like, oh, Jewel, if you just gave me a chance at it, and they should
Yeah.
be. And I'm not saying he didn't see and he didn't recognize, but
Right.
in his life, we didn't align. And I was wishing we would. And I spent way too much time indulging in it
Yeah.
and seeing his games as reality. And I knew what it was, but we built a friendship. So I
Right.
believe when he's my friend, he doesn't do me like that. And then just the other day, I just asked him, I said, yo, what are we doing? Oh, then he flipped it the whole, what do you mean? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Like, we're just, oh, come on, man. Don't play me like
Yeah.
that. You know why I'm asking. And
Yeah.
then when people just, I haven't done anything but just been a good person. What are you talking? Oh, I lost it. I lost it. So now you're playing on my top. And
Yeah.
now you're belittling my intelligence. And I allowed this. Like, why am I being shocked? I knew this was going to happen. And I just was like, all right, well, is this ever going to be anything? I just need you to tell me. And he said, no, this will not be anything. Oh, my heart. Lord Jesus, I'm getting out the phone right now. I'm getting out.
Yeah.
I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning crying, like, what am I doing? Oh, but I'm good now. I get over it pretty quick. I
Right.
get over it. Like, once you give me an answer, I don't need to figure it out. Like, you gave me the answer. I'm moving on. I don't need a
Yeah.
nigga to tell me you don't want me.
Facts. Facts. And
So when you see me talk to somebody next week, would you? Hey, that chapter closed.
yeah.
I'm still moving.
Facts. Facts. No, for real, man. For real. For real. I seen you post not too long ago. You was like, why you feel men only got standards when they get married?
Oh, I sure did. That's all I hear. The people complaining are the married men. Why y'all complaining? Go talk to your wife. We don't care. We don't care what y'all got going on in your marriage. We're out here
Yeah.
trying. Y'all, why are y'all in the dating pool? Why y'all out here?
Especially if it ain't, especially if your wife ain't. It should be a couples thing. Then I'm just saying for the it
Right.
shouldn't be if
Out
you
here,
marry, it shouldn't be one sided unless that's what type of life you live.
right.
You
But more
know,
than they out here in the dating pool, they out here trying to date. They got these
right? No,
standards.
that's crazy to be trying to date and you're married. That's just crazy.
Oh yeah, I
Date?
meet them all the time.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So attracted to me. And you gotta ask them, wait, hold up, are you married? Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nigga, you ain't gonna lie to
Wait,
me like,
what? Just casually. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm married. I ain't gonna lie to you.
hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, Shawty, I'm married. We've been dating. Come on, man. I assumed you were single. Oh, and let me tell you, they apply pressure. They be calling you, FaceTiming you,
No,
texting you.
not the FaceTime.
Yes. Why are you FaceTiming me? Just
Not the FaceTime.
said I am not answering that. I answered one time on accident. He said, "Hey, boo." I was like, "My God,
Hey, boo.
are you married? I'm not interested anymore."
That's crazy. How old you said you was?
I'll be 37 in October.
Okay. And you've never heard of moose knuckle.
No. Oh,
How?
went in
Why?
on me. Went in on me. I was like, I ain't never heard of
Right.
no.
No, when I seen that, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, that is not a new thing. That's why she said it. Because it's like
I know. That's so funny. I was being so. Oh, and then I knew everybody wanted to go in on me because Jewel act like she know everything. Oh, this is so.
no.
I said, damn, no, you know what I mean?
Damn. That's when the motherfuckers who only comment. That's I gotta no, damn, all the other posts I ain't never see you comment.
Hey, but it's okay because I got my views and everything up. Whatever I
Yeah,
gotta do.
yeah.
And everything. But I said, hold up, you ain't never commented on my stuff.
I said when I seen that, I said, no way. I said she must have been living under a rock or something.
With that, yep, with that.
Definitely.
I never heard you say it. Well, I respect women. Boy, bye. We hear about
So
that.
when I first hit you up about the podcast, you was getting ready to go on a cruise, the Cupid cruise.
Oh yeah.
What that was like? You know, that was your first time on a cruise. I ain't never been before.
My second. So
Okay.
Cupid, that was the third year, but that was my second.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
recommend people to go.
Yeah.
Look, if you want like real adult fun,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna be relaxing like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like because there's so much there's so much to do on cruises. Like you could be
Right.
up from 6 a.m. to like midnight doing stuff.
Yeah.
But what Cupid does, they buy so many cabins and then they sell it out and they book entertainment. So we have like, artists, singers, rappers that, that only we can see. And sometimes they come party with us. And then they do like theme events. So we had a Jersey party.
Okay.
We did nights. We had a sneak. They're always going to keep the sneaker ball because that's like everybody's favorite event.
Right.
And then, like a decade party, and they'll probably keep that too because that's everybody's favorite event.
Okay.
And then we get like the DJ. I mean, and then we get to drink for free for the first like hour or two.
Yeah.
And oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know why I did that. The last party we had the sneaker ball and I was smashed. Like I was drunk by 6 p.m. and I ended up calling it a night and I was like, I ain't doing that again. But you meet so many people.
Yeah.
People from Lafayette go, so you see a lot of your friends and stuff. But
Right.
I mean, and everybody is about majority of people are about 35 and up.
Yeah.
Like 40 and up. But let me tell you, them people, that's like fun.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we already
Yeah.
ready. We count
Yeah.
down like y'all dropping the link so we can put our deposit.
Right.
And so the people, it's just a continuous thing, and you just build a family there.
Right.
But
No, definitely. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look into it, man. I always say I've never been on a cruise before.
it is, man, it's different. It's different.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely.
I hate it or love it.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up being like, man, I kind of want to be a cruiser. Like, I want to be people that just and there's
Right.
people who do that because it's as much as you pay for it, it's probably like the cheapest vacation you'll ever take. Included. Now, if you want the good food, you just pay extra. But it's
Right.
basically like a paid resort,
Right.
and reporting off area, which it's not that big of a deal because like it's so touristy and you stopping off in Mexico, you eating fake Mexican food. That ain't Mexican food. Like I don't know what the hell that is. They
Yeah.
take advantage of the Mexicans. I ain't gonna lie to you. They take advantage. Especially you living in California. Look, you're gonna go to Mexico, you could be like, what is this? What is this? I can go to California and get better food than this. Hell, we can go to the Mexican restaurant up the street and
Yeah.
get better food than what they had in
Yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah. I ain't really too big on Mexican food, but hey, if you ask the people in California, they got the best. They got the best Mexican food in the United States.
No, they do. They do. Oh my, and Arizona.
Yeah. I tell everybody, I ain't have like like real street tacos like on a tortilla. Like I ain't have that till I came out here. I was used to the regular yellow shells
Yeah.
with the,
Go take a
with the
go
cheese and
take
lettuce, the Taco Bell style tacos.
oh my God. You're gonna be like, this what are y'all doing? Like you're gonna be mad at Americanized Mexican food. Mexican food is still good, but you'll know when you eating some real Mexican food when your stomach tear up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. Big man. Before we get out of here, man, I got one last question for you, man. So you've been single a while. You're pretty open with dating and things. Moving forward, but just you in your life. You meet somebody, are you willing to teach them how to love you, how you want to be loved, or how you or just love you? Are you willing to teach someone?
Today, absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this, like, you have to date.
Right.
And dating doesn't mean going on dates. Dating doesn't mean having sex with people. I recommend do not do that.
Right.
I know. Look, I'm struggling. I'm on.
Right.
I am struggling. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not struggling with. Is he gonna text me? Is he gonna call me? Does he like that? That just takes the headache.
Yeah.
And yet, but save it for the person you're gonna be in a relationship with. Because too much that comes with that. What if you accidentally on purpose get pregnant? You with the person you really don't want to be with, or you get a disease or whatever it is. It's just too much that comes with it. And then it's your judgment. Yeah. So you might deal with a dude that is not who you should be dealing with, but the dangling good and you want to do that. It's like, nah, you don't want to deal with it. I've been getting to know people. I've been opening my heart. Granted, that's very hard to do. Because more than likely we'll get hurt. But it's not people, unless they're a psychopath or something, it's not people like intentionally trying to hurt you. It's because they're hurting or they don't know what to do with someone like you, you're probably going to get hurt in the process. Yeah. But as long as you know who you are and you like when I say stand on business, don't let people belittle your feelings. Don't let people say, like in my case, oh, what did I do? I said, man, I'm good. I'm getting off my top. Hold people accountable because I always don't work out with me. I want you to be better after me. I want you with, you know what? When I was talking to Jewel, she did say I had a problem with apologizing. Now I need to start apologizing because I don't want her to have the same experience I had. I want her to have a better experience. And so even though him and I didn't get together, I'm going to eventually forgive him in a way that I can still be around him. Are we going to be friends like we were? Probably not. Because my friends don't even do that to me.
Right.
Hurt me, they will go out of their way to make it right. So I'm still probably, going to be cool with him because I really just like to keep the peace with people. But other than that, I'm ready to move on. And I'm ready for my next experience. And I know that I'm going to be way more patient. He's going to get a better version of me because I know what it looks like when people just like be BSing you. It doesn't feel good out here BSing people too. I don't want to do that anymore.
Right. Nah, for real, man. Like I said, the main thing, man, communication and honesty, man. At the end of the day, man, it's life. You can at the end of the day we can figure it out. We can talk about it, and if we're gonna fuck with each other after, cool. If not, then you know, we can be adults about it. Like and it don't have to be no toxic shit or no drama after. It can be respectfully. Like, but let them know where they can find the Sparkle Lady.
You can find me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Jewel Chapel, Jewel. Chapel is Apple with a CH. On Instagram, _Sparkle Lady. It's one word. And TikTok, it's Jewel Not Gems.
Okay. Yeah, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. We chopped it up. We chopped it up. You know what I'm saying, a nice little minute. And that's I always tell my guests that's natural. Like I said, we ain't waiting on no time. It ain't an interview. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna run it. We gonna run it, man. But I appreciate you for coming, making time for me. I know it's a little later by you. You know what I'm saying, than me. So I appreciate that. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm writing a book.
Okay. So look, she's writing a book, so y'all still look out for that. Elijah out now, if you didn't know, I was in a movie. Elijah's on Tubi, so check it out if you didn't.
I saw that.
About it. Yeah. Huh?
Was it you that posted that? I saw
I mean,
it on my.
It's a local film company, FOH Films. But so you probably seen it around, but I did post it a few times. But I mean, Elijah.
Oh, okay. I need to see it.
Yeah.
I got a friend in California.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you if there's ever something you want to venture off until you say, hey, man, I want to get a role. Hey, that's easy. That's easy. That's easy. That's easy, man. But again, man, I appreciate you for coming through, man. And that's another episode of the Str8 Factz Podcast, where we speak straight facts, nothing but the facts. So don't make us fact check that. We out.
Peace out.